Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Armevia and Reza. Here I would like to explain about this journal under the title The Effectiveness of Computer Assisted Language Learning or CALL on Learning Grammar by Iranian EFL Learners. Okay, before going to the topics, here I would like to explain little about this journal. This journal has been taken in Iran and used about 52 participants for the objects. And this research used the experimental and control group for the research. And then the results of this study can have a pedagogical implication for language teachers, in that they can use email as useful for teaching large number of grammar points. And then, what is CALL? CALL, or Computer Assisted Language Learning, it is according of Levy 1997 is the search for and study of applications of the computer in language teaching and learning. And according to Capelli 2001, suggests this CALL is the term is widely used to refer the areas of technology and second language for teaching and learning, despite the fact that revision for the term are suggested regularly. And then in this application is there are program inside, and CALL program are the first one is CALL for specific software. The example of specific software is like application designed to develop and facilitate language learning, such as CD-ROM, and then web-based interaction, and then exercise or quiz. And then the second one is generic software. This application designs for general purpose, such as word processor or Microsoft Word, and then Excel, and then PowerPoint for presentation, and etc. And the third one is web-based learning program. This web-based learning is used online for online technology like online dictionaries, and then online encyclopedia, and then news magazine sites and etc. And then the last one is CMC, or computer mediated communication. The example of this is like online chat, asynchronous message board, discussion forum, and etc. And then here I would like to explain the historical of CALL. Okay, CALL has developed gradually about 30 years, but until now, CALL has almost or still developed to be better. The developed can be categorized in the terms of three somewhat distinct paths, according by Wershars in 1996. The first one is the path of CALL. This is the first CALL was designed or conceived in 1950 and implemented in 1960 until 70s, and was based on the dominant behaviorist theories of learning. And then The second one is pace of call. Is the second decade of call. In this era, the communicative approach to teaching, which became prominent in the 1970s until 80s, and then prominent of this approach felt that the drill and practice program of previous decade did not allow enough authentic communication to be much valued. And then the last decade or the last era is integrative approach to call, based on two important technologies development of the last decade, that was multimedia and internet. And then this era still run or still work or still conduct until this day. Okay, maybe enough here my explanation about the call, the historical and the introduction about call. And I'm sorry for all mistake. And the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Annisa Sita Herdanti, and now I would like to explain about the next material. In this material was conducted in 5 topics. The first is advantages of email in education. The second is advantages of email in foreign language learning or in EFL learning. The third is statement of the problem. The fourth is purpose of the study, and the last is about research question and hypothesis. Let's jump to the first topic about advantages of email in education. Tao and Bolwer 2002 suggest that email communication benefits teachers by identifying instructional focus and taking advantage of instructional moments to fit the developmental needs of their students in authentic situations. Also, email motivates learners and encourage authentic communication, also create new learning opportunities. But besides that, also Debert and Gaidara said that point to email as a source of more intensive student instruction that can lead to deeper, more active, and more engaged in learning. The second topic is advantages of email in foreign language learning. Pedagogical benefits of email include 4. 1 is about email expand topic beyond classroom-based one. 2 is email promotes student-centered language learning. The 3 is email encourage equal opportunity participation. And the 4 is email connects speakers quickly and cheaply. Okay, the next topic is statement of the problem. In this journal article, the lack of change and reform in the conventional approaches to English language education is perhaps one of the reasons for the lack of interest among Iranian students towards learning English. Materials used by English language teachers and students are mostly confined to Blackboard, the course book, and maybe some pictures. This is why the use of technologies such as email might increase Iranian students' motivation in learning English as a foreign language. Next is purpose of the study. The purpose of this paper is to examine the potential of the computer and in particular email in helping Iranian students to learn English grammar more easily and how to use it correctly. The study is designed to use email to motivate students to learn English grammar more effectively. And the last is about research question and hypothesis. To achieve the purpose of the present study, The following research question was posed. Key 1 is, does email have any effect on grammar learning ability or Iranian EFL learners? And the following null hypothesis was proposed. H1 is, email does not have any effect on grammar learning ability of Iranian EFL learners. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Dita Permatasari. I would like to present the methodology of the research. And the first methodology is participants. The participants were selected from 70 students who studied English as a general course in Islamic Ajad University of Safa. The participants' age range from 18 to 23, both male and female students, and having administered a test of homogeneity. And the second methodology is materials. There are Nelson tests to make sure that all participants were homogeneous and truly at the same level of language proficiency. And the second is research made tests to assess the participant level of achievement throughout the study. An English proficiency test was developed by the researcher, including 30 grammar items. The participant took the test before and after the treatment as the study pre-test and post-test. The third materials is the book English Grammar in Use to teach English grammar and related examples. And the third of the methodology is procedure to ensure the homogeneity of the participant. The researcher selected 52 participants for the purpose of this study. They were randomly assigned into the experimental and control groups. And in the next phase of the study, the participants in both of groups took a pre-test during 5 weeks of treatment, 3 treatment in a week, 15 grammar points and related examples selected from the book English Grammar in Use were presented to both groups, to experimental group via email and control group through printed paper. Both groups were assigned to make sentence including the trained grammar points for next section. Both groups receive feedback. Control group receive it orally, and experimental group receive feedback by email. Having finished the treatment, the participant in both groups took a post-test.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Rohmah. I would like to explain about the result of the research, the effectiveness of computer-assisted language learning called in learning grammar by Iranian EFL learners. From the data collection, the researcher get the result about the research. From the 17 participants and calculate from the Nelson test, pre-test, doing the treatment, also doing the post-test. In the Nelson test, is no significantly differences between control that use paper and experimental group that use email in learning grammar. In the Nelson test, the mean of the control group is 33.9 and SD 7.35. There is no significance because the experimental group get the mean 33.14 and SD 6.45. That score confirms the homogeneity of the participant at the outside. And the result of the pre-test is same score with the Nelson test. There is no significantly differences between control and experimental group. But after the treatment and show in the post-test, there is have positive effectiveness to use email in learning grammar because the control group have mean 18.3 and SD 1.32, but in the experimental group have 20.82 to the mean and SD 2.82. So, of this study show that the control group and the experimental group experimental group have the significant differences between control and experimental group. And experimental group show the positive effectiveness using email in call and to learning grammar by Iranian EFL learners. But in the score, email must to spread out in the other area in learning English language learning. And I think this enough in this explaining. I'm sorry about some mistaken. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
My name is Puti Sabilasati, and in this opportunity I would like to conclude all of the material that has explained by my friends in the previous video about this paper. As the finding of this study demonstrate, computer as a tool and email as an application that can help students to increase their grammar learning. In line with the result of study pre-test and post-test that has explained by Siti Rohmah in the previous video, actually there are no significant differences between both of the tests. The researcher explained that the use of email as a part of CALL is more effectively than orally, because the development of internet in Iran is very rapid. The researchers suggest that the EFL teachers can use email as a media of learning to engage student motivation for learning language. And at last but not least, in case email is used properly, teachers can devote the constrained class time to other productive skills. I think enough from our group. Thank you for your attention and thank you for watching. I hope this video can give many benefits for us. I'm sorry for our mistake. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.